Geronimo. It's 102.9 Hot Tomato, the Mel and Luke Show.
And this Saturday night, a very important night and a very special night happening here on the Gold Coast. It's the Everything is Possible charity gala dinner. For Perry Cross. 20 years ago it was that Perry Cross had the accident where he became paraplegic, and he has been in those past 20 years doing everything he can to try and help the spinal research. He set up the Perry Cross Spinal Research Foundation a couple of years ago with the sole aim of helping to find a cure for paralysis, and we want to get him on to see if there's any way that as a community, as the Gold Coast, we can get behind him and support the night on Saturday night. He joins us right now, the great Perry Cross. How are you, mate?
G'day, guys. Well, thanks.
Hey, so Saturday night's the big night. Where it's at Jupiter's Casino, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And
we've got about 400 people booked so far. So
that's good.
Yeah. So it's it's going to be a great event, and tickets still available.
Yeah, you can go online to our website, which is pcsrf.org.au, and we're going to close the bookings at about 5 o'clock. So
this afternoon.
Last-minute ticket. Yep.
Okay. Here's a personal plea to anyone that's got nothing planned for Saturday night to get along there to the Everything is Possible charity gala, because just imagine that someone in your family or someone that you love has had 20 years like what Perry has had, and then imagine that Perry's been strong enough to dust himself off and get out there and try and find a cure for this. How are we going with that, Perry? Has there been any advancement in the past 20 years?
Mate, it's a weird one. I mean, yes and no. We're probably no better off in terms of paralysis than when I was injured 20 years ago. But at the same time, there have been some amazing advancements that'll probably lead to something one day. Being able to treat people and getting people out of wheelchairs. So we're getting there slowly.
How have you gone with Alex McKinnon? He was such a notable case earlier in the year from the Newcastle Knights. Have you had any contact with him since his accident at all?
I haven't spoken to him personally, but he's aware of what we do and who we are and that sort of thing, just through friends of friends. And obviously on Saturday night, Ben Eichen is our host, our MC, so his father-in-law is Wayne Bennett.
Right,
so
okay.
There are a few sort of connections feeding through, so when Alex is up to it and out and about and, prepared for life in the community again, then, I'll obviously try and catch up with him.
And what about it, Perry, just obviously you're aware of, many people that have, that become, all of a sudden, they're fit and healthy one moment, and next moment they're consigned to a life in a wheelchair. How long does it take on average for people to get their head around that and be able to own that idea and then turn it around into something positive, or like you have been able to? Yeah. Or does that very rarely happen? Because are you an exception to the rule?
No, I mean, I've got to say everyone's different. It took me personally about 2 years to sort of come to terms with what was happening. And I was only 19, so it was like, I can get over this, but then you get to that realisation that this is the way it's going to be, and improvement sort of stops and that sort of stuff. And then, then you decide what you can do with your life, because up until that point, you don't really fit into society. You're like going, well, there's nothing for me to do, so I'm just going to have to sit down and watch daytime TV all day, so then you decide to get on with your life.
Right, and that for you took a couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. And some people, they struggle with it. Some people just never really come to terms with it, and it's always a battle. But more often than not, people, find their groove in life just like everyone else. I mean, at the end of the day, we've only got paralysis, which means we can't move and feel, and our head is the most important part of our body, our mind. Our body's just transport for our head, so it's no big deal.
Wow.
Perry, do you sometimes see people that are out and about whinging about what are completely insignificant things in the scheme of things and want to slap them for complaining about their life?
Yeah, you.
Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And Perry probably could take me too. I've got to say, he probably could take me. No, do you, mate? Do you get down sometimes?
Yeah.
You do, right.
Oh, yeah, like everyone, you have your moments. Like, it's no different to anyone else. But at the same time, if you stay focused, stay positive. then you can overcome everything. That's why the dinner is called Everything's Possible. It's all about an attitude. Attitude is the key to life. If you're not going to have a positive attitude, then your life's going to be pretty crappy.
No, you're a champion, mate. You're an absolute champion, and I'm just like a personal plea to everybody: get along there and support it in some capacity. The Everything is Possible charity gala dinner. The great Perry Cross is going to be there and doing great things for everybody that finds himself with paralysis in their life in some way, whether it's themselves or someone in their family. You're a champion, mate. Have a good night on Saturday night and behave yourself. All right?
No way. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Terry.
Mate, bye. No
it's
way.
the Mel and Luke Show, 102.9 Hot Tomato.